Okay.
When I was coaching
We're gonna call the
basketball.
meeting to order. Please stand for the pledge.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Camera back.
We do. I actually broke it just so Chris couldn't watch the video. Alderwoman Kristen Morris. Here. Alderman Holliday.
Here.
Alderwoman Collins. Here. Alderman Carpenter.
Here.
Alderman Marticello.
Here. Okay. Purpose of today's meeting is to have a public hearing on the mayor's budget. So if anyone is here to speak on the mayor's budget.
Public hearing is now open.
Public hearing is now open.
John Archett with over 18 Austin Street. Mayor, a while back or so, we made an agreement to sell water, I guess, to the town of Amsterdam and the town of Florida. It was a 25-year agreement, which I think is kind of bizarre, and I think that certain agreements we can break. And though we seem to have an abundance of water, what happens later on is we own the water, but because of these user fees, you keep on going to me, and my bill keeps on going up, which I don't like. And and there was a time, you pay some taxes, user fees you can't declare. I don't understand why people run for office and say that that's wrong. That's kind of hurting the taxpayer as it is, as far as I'm concerned. But because you keep on going back to me, we can't drink the water. The water can only be used for certain things. You could maybe for laundry. You can maybe use it for cleaning your body a little bit, and like that. You can't drink the water. All right. So with that in mind, I mean, we also have a road program. So every time I kind of worry about the road program because we got the pipes underneath the road. So every time when we go over and we pave a road, we have to take care of the pipes underneath. You have to, so we don't dig up the road later on. So the money has to be in there, not just to pave the road, but to take care of the pipes underneath. And hopefully that should be standard. So I mean, every year lately we've been having a road program. Let's take care of the pipes underneath. But to me, make the people from the town of Amsterdam and the town of Florida, make them pay more.
Well, they are checked. I don't know if you understand.
Well, I know you said like 1.5 times the rate. To me, that's nothing. We own something. Say hypothetically you own a swimming pool. That doesn't mean that you have to have your friends, neighbors, and relatives come over there. That's your property. That's what you own. We own the water. Make the people from the outside pay more. I brought up the last time I was here, other people can have wells. We can't have wells in this city. All right? So I make other people pay more, and so we pay less. And that's the way that it's supposed to be, at least as far as the water. I'm not concerned about the garbage. I'm not that concerned about the sewer. What bothers me is the water. The other things that go on that I talked to about for 30 years about the like the pay increases, whether it's for the city employees, whether it's for the elected officials. I'm not going to bring that up anymore. The heck with it. I'm not going to bring up about foreclosures anymore. And we have a lot about foreclosures. Forget about it. A lot of people could care less who their next door neighbor is. And if you can't afford to live here, get out. It's as simple as that. But I think that when I get these bills over here, these user fees, and the fact, nobody's going to lose their job. We need the police, we need the fire department, we need the people to pave the roads and stuff. We need all our employees that we need. Their jobs are safe. So there was no reason to have user fees when the taxes took care of everything as it is. In other words, you cut back on certain things. That's political suicide. So that we can later down the road, maybe we can merge with the county on certain things. Might be a good thing or so. There's a lot of things that are screwy that's going on. But that water situation is upsetting. I go out and buy bottled water. A lot of people do that. They have to do that. So something like I said, you pave the road, you take care, the money has to be included to take care of the pipes underneath. And once we get this straightened out, maybe things will be better on the long run. But I don't think the user fee should go up for the water,
Okay,
Okay, thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Anyone at all?
That ends our public hearing for the budget. That ends our meeting, I guess, unless we want to talk about anything else.
I think it would be a good time to schedule the council's next budget workshops. We usually
Exactly.
do those a few nights. Our deadline is, let's see, we need to present any changes by June 1st, so we do have a month. And we did get the public hearing done before May 1st, which is great. We typically, Louise comes to the meetings and helps walk us through a lot of it. And then we'll just pick times where we want certain department heads to come in to talk about their budget, and we can ask any questions about it. We try to keep it consistent on nights, like we will have like the fire budget and the codes budget at the same time, if there are anything like that, so that the chief can be there. We'll do, water, wastewater, DPW all on the same night for Mike Clark, those types of things.
We will be, Cal, getting a letter from our state controller's office. They've got a copy of my budget. They're going through it.
Okay,
They will come in with a letter of recommendations, and that will be presented to the council. So I think the first thing you want to probably do is wait for that letter to arrive, correct? And we're expecting that letter
Anytime.
anytime now.
okay.
So if you're talking about scheduling something in, what would you say? Next week would be fine?
What's today, Tuesday? Yes.
Tuesday we have a regular session, but I'm just saying you'll
Yeah.
want to have that controller's letter
Right.
in time for your first budget session.
And in the past, we have met after the meeting, although I think the next meeting, we're gonna have Jake Reed come speak about the energy group.
Okay.
And then we were gonna have recreation. Jim, have you spoken with Rob about coming to the next meeting?
Yes.
Yep, okay, so we're gonna have recreation in that, so
And I do want to have a discussion at the next meeting about the golf course.
about the golf course, so it may not be the best night to have a budget. Maybe be a little tired after that. But maybe we could jump right in like the next day on Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Do you wanna like make that our first?
It's council decision.
I'm good with Wednesday night.
Yeah.
6 o'clock?
Wednesday what?
The 8th? Oh, wait, I can't do Wednesday the 8th. I
Showing
practiced
class?
tickets, sorry. I can do Thursday the 9th. Yeah,
I'm just
5:30,
scheduling, new dad.
whatever the
Oh,
earliest.
it's crazy. Every day's the same now.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Well, it's not like it's the first time.
No.
Thursday?
We could meet as early as 5:30. Irene, does that work for you from coming from work? What about you, Rich? Yeah, 5:30? 5:30 on the 9th,
The night?
Thursday, May 9th.
And you'll schedule, who you'd like to be here in terms of what portions of the budget you're gonna go over, et cetera.
Yeah, I mean, we probably would start with Louise, like an overview from Louise about
Okay.
the new policy, definitely. And also she gave us, you guys will notice these previous year's budgets, so that anyone who wasn't here last year too, so you can see what was allotted last year, how the changes were.
This budget binder doesn't include prior year data, but you need to have that, so I just printed out last year's budget. Provided that to them.
And that's because we're moving to the new system, so next year we'll have prior data to work off of.
Exactly,
Yeah.
this is just while we make this transition and some formatting changes, it was just not real easy to do
Sure,
prior year comparisons.
yeah, so
And
that's,
I did have prior year data
yeah,
before. Right.
we know that. Yeah, so you can see that, if you don't have your binder, I get my binders on my desk from the last year's. Great, so we start with the overview from the clerk's office that night. And And then do you wanna go like maybe into the finance budget since you'll be there that night, Louise? And then the next night we do one, we can have some other people in. Jim, do you have any, like, guidance on this? You're the budget pro about how many we should schedule for a night. I'm trying to think
Well, I
of
would start with.
what we did last
First
year.
night you can do all the basic ones. You can do all of your legislative, mayor. You go right down your new budget. And you just go right down legislative, mayor, info tax, city clerk,
Yeah,
corporation council. You can do that all yourself and nobody here.
right.
I would do that. I would go through the whole budget with people that you don't really need.
Mhm.
First night we're here.
Yeah,
And then you see how much you got completed. And then you start with public safety.
yeah.
Those are the
Those are the big
Those are
ones.
the two big ones. And
And the
I would
DPW,
invite the chiefs, both chiefs here,
Mhm.
and I would go with them. Then I would go Public Works after that. After Public Works, the other big one would be, recreation though. Now you got the big ones taken care of.
That's pretty much everything. And economic development, you have Dan in too.
Yeah, but you see, and they try to get the big ones out of the way
Mm-hmm.
first. Yeah, economic development, you can do that, because that's one department that's real quick.
Yeah,
You know, you can bring them in like the first night too. Like the city clerk and all those people.
Mhm.
Your big ones are the big ones that you need is, public safety, public works. Because then the water department, you've got water distribution, you've got the. So yeah, those are your big ones.
Those are really big, yeah.
Yeah, and then you got to decide how long you wanna be here for.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, be here, you decide.
Yeah.
Start at 5:30 and,
We did like, what, 2 hours was like
Yeah.
reasonable?
yeah, that's what, 2 hours.
Yeah,
And then you go right, you figure out the days, Kelly, and then go right through it, and figure out what days we all can make, I would say anywhere between, you don't wanna work on a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, but you got Monday or whatever convenient for everybody.
yeah. Yeah, and we do have the whole month.
So I would say, I'm sorry, I was looking at the budget, what was the first meeting? May what?
Thursday,
May
May
9th.
9th.
May 9th?
Yep.
Thursday?
Mhm.
Well, then from there, you go next week to see
Yeah.
what, people wanna come. Monday,
Monday or
Wednesday.
Tuesday the next week as well.
You might wanna throw a couple in the next week.
Yeah, I mean, we could do Monday and Tuesday.
Mary, you wanna talk about the golf, we're not ready to talk about it now?
No, we're gonna have Megan come at the next meeting out, to give you guys, enough time, but, not tonight.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, well, let's do the 9th. Is Monday the 13th work for people? Okay, so we'll have,
Monday, 13th.
Same time, Cal?
yeah, 5:30.
Who you wanna
Yeah.
bring in?
Maybe we'll do public safety that night.
I can't do the 13th, I can do the 14th.
Okay,
Okay, then we start,
there we go.
So we're switching to the 14th?
Sure. Schedule.
Are we switching to the 14th?
well, we can just, yeah. If we got the fire chief coming in, then, the police chief will let us know. If we can't do it, then bring it in with somebody else.
We can do 13th and the 14th, and we could, maybe we could start with, we'll see what the police chief can do.
Yeah,
And
just
then
go
we can have Dan come in the night of the same police chief, we can have,
Well, just go 2 days at a time. See how much you get accomplished in 2 days. What do you wanna go? 13th and the 14th?
13th and the
So
14th.
we're gonna
And then
start.
we'll see where we're at.
We'll go the 8th by ourselves,
Mhm.
see how much we can get with the controller by ourselves. We'll
Yeah,
wrap that stuff up, okay?
Yep.
And then 13th, 14th, we'll just go from there.
that sounds good. And then the
Alright.
15th, I'm out of town after that, so then the next week we'll be back, so. And we'll have common council meetings, so I think we'll get through a lot of it. It won't be too
No,
complicated,
get through it. Once you get through police, you get through the police and the fire and the DPW. Then you got the water department, which entails the Shermans.
Mhm.
Then you got the street gang, then you got the filtration plant. So that's a big,
Yeah,
that's
it's a
big.
lot of people, a lot of
That's a
money.
lot, and the engineer comes for that,
Yep. And he'll
Brady
bring his
Garden.
guys, yeah.
okay?
All right, 9th, 13th, 14th.
So we'll start with that. Is that all
5:30
right,
for the
Mary?
13th.
5:30 for everything. Yeah, I'll be
Okay.
consistent. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate that. All right, anything else anyone wants to
I
talk
think
about?
that's it. For me, I mean.
Yeah, I think that's it.
All right, Kelly, 5:30, and we start from there, okay?
All right.
All right.
Louise, you got 1 second to talk to Tony?
Me?
No, Louise.
Oh, sure.
All right, I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
1 second.
Alderman Christopher,
Aye.
Alderman Holly,
Aye.
Alderman Collins, Alderman Carpenter,
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
We can-